Alright. So I talked about this game before. I actually made a video about it a while ago. As you can clearly see on the screen, what symbol is that? I mentioned it in the last video that I did. This is all this game is full of. And as the title says, the title alone is going to annoy a lot of fanboys because this game is trash. It really is. I'm going to be real. All From Software games and rip-offs of From Software games, all of them are trash. Every single one of them. Elden Ring's trash. Demon Souls trash. Dark Souls trash. Wulong trash. Neo trash. Any game that's literally a rip-off of these From Software games has always been trash. The game's like 12 hours. I've seen the ending. I've seen the entire game. It's overrated trash. And what you'll understand with these games is every single one of them gets shoved through the roof. They literally all get shoved through the roof because they're trash. Freemason. And anyone that wants to deny this, Square and Compass. Tell me this, what has Freemasonry got to do with Liza P? What has it got to do with it? Absolutely nothing. So again, clearly see that that is the same symbol right there. It is the same symbol. The Freemason square and compass. So literally this entire game you are playing as a Freemason. Trash game. Game's garbage. And I don't care if fanboys don't like that. These games are trash. They really are. Remember the time when games were supposed to be fun and supposed to be about having fun. These games ain't no fun at all. They're trash. They always will be. They're overrated garbage. That get good mentality. There's no story in these games, just like Elden Ring. No story at all. Games are dog crap. It's exactly what it is. Basically, if you want to really find out the story, you got to read pieces of paper. Garbage. And yet these games, Elden Ring full of witchcraft, full of demonic symbolism, same as Demon Souls, same as Dark Souls. They're all full of witchcraft and garbage. And they get shoved through the roof by fanboys. And of course, this game gets a 10 out of 10, which isn't a shock. Because any game created from Software or that is a spit like From Software instantly gets a 10 out of 10. Sekiro got Game of the Year. That game was trash. I beat most of the bosses in the game and then I deleted the game because the game's trash. That is why they make the difficulty so overly difficult. Because if you examine these games and take away the difficulty, this game's trash. It really is. That's the way that's the reason they make the game so difficult and make it so you have to grind. Because the base game itself, the base games of these Elden Ring wannabes and these Dark Souls wannabes, they're trash games. Wulong, so unbelievably broken. This is on Game Pass again. Wulong was on Game Pass because both games are trash. The trash. Anything that comes to Game Pass is trash. Instantly. Starfield, trash. This, trash. But, there's many other games coming to Game Pass because they're all trash. You'd literally have to be dumb to buy this game. I'm not even joking. It's garbage. It's literally just a rip-off of Bloodborne. It's literally the same game, just ripped off. They put no effort into this game at all. None. It's just full of Freemason garbage. It's literally Bloodborne, but instead of Bloodborne, where you play as like a gothic, like Victorian person, this time you play as a Freemason. Because this is on that character, Pinocchio, which none of this game makes any sense to start with. Pinocchio is now half human and a damn robot. That doesn't make any sense. 2, there were no robots in Pinocchio. 3, Pinocchio was not a robot. He was a piece of wood. The game's utter garbage. And then again, the upgrading system, they just have to throw it in your face. Right there, what do we see? The puppet saber blade. What is it again? The Freemason square and compass. They are shoving Freemasonry down your throat. But again, you fanboys out there, you Elden Ring fanboys, don't care, do you? You literally don't care because it is an idolatry problem. Just because you have a sexual fetish and you get sexually aroused by getting dominated in a video game or being dominated by a female in a video game does not make the game good. The base game is trash. It literally is. And games like these are killing the industry because every single game now, oh, let's make it so the game's impossible to beat. Oh, just get good. Just get good. And you wonder why games ain't fun anymore. I play games to have fun, not to rage and basically be stuck on the same boss forever. That's trash game design. That's what it is. And half of these games, I didn't mention this in the first video, is literally just get lucky. That's all it is. Spend your entire life grinding in this game just to get past one boss. It's ridiculous. Same garbage with Sekiro. That game was trash. Oh, the amount of times you die. And with these games, it's ridiculous. Basically, the bosses in these games, Sekiro, for example, first bosses were easy. They really were. Soon as you get to the guy with the basically the knight that stands there at the temple that has basically a spear that reaches across the room, the game just becomes a broken mess. Doesn't help with the frame rate either. 30 frames per second while trying to parry an enemy. These games are garbage. And I'll continue to say it. All the From Software games are trash. All of them are. And it's a franchise that needs to die out because it is ruining the gaming industry. Because this game could have been unique, could have been a good game, but no, once again they have to inject that garbage. Oh, just get good, just get good. Yeah, I'm really gonna spend my entire life trying to complete a game that's trash. No, I don't have the patience for it. And completing this game anyway, if you think in life that completing Elden Ring, Demon Souls actually means anything, then you need to wake up to reality because it doesn't matter. No one cares. Nobody cares if you completed these games. No one does. There's a reason these games don't sell very well. Because people want to enjoy a game, not sit there and rage for hours upon hours. Literally die about 1,000 times. The game's trash. and it's full of occult symbolism. I'm tired of seeing these garbage games that are just copy and paste of the same game over and over again. Get something original. Stop copying the Dark Souls, Demon Soul. And I believe Demon Souls and Dark Souls would probably be more easier than these games. Probably are. Elden Ring is on another bullcrap difficulty. And if you think that these developers actually want you to have fun in these games, think again. How many stuff have they nerfed in Elden Ring constantly? They've nerfed the resources, so you get less resources. They've nerfed the summons. So these games are literally created to I reckon these developers that make these games just hate gamers. I really do. I think they just hate people and they just want to make games to annoy people because how anybody can make these games I really don't even think they play their own games. Clearly they don't. They clearly don't. It's this get good mentality which is killing the industry. There's many games out there. This could have been a good game, but no, they have to inject this nonsense. Oh, Elden Ring. Oh, I'm tired of seeing it. I'm really tired of seeing it. These games would sell more if they didn't basically do this. Oh, we're not going to add a difficulty. It's trash. Every game from the 90s had a difficulty option. Yes, even on hard mode, it was still possible to beat. These games, there's no way you're going to beat the boss unless you spend your entire life grinding. Trash. Sick and tired of these games, man. I really am. And I'm sick of these fanboys. You know, these games are great. Just get good. More garbage from this garbage game. Or trash. Little garbage game that's just full of satanic symbolism. Just the same as Wulong as well. That game's riddled with garbage symbolism. It it's riddled with basically witchcraft. That's all you use all the way through these garbage games. It's the glorification of witchcraft. Just the same as Elden Ring. Again, there you go here, there, and this is the ending, by the way. So get mad. Get mad, I just spoiled the ending for you. Get mad. Right there, what do we see again? The Freemason symbol. So he's him. So basically, the father and the son are Freemasons. What a joke. Tell me, when was Pinocchio a Freemason in the Disney cartoon and basically the movie? When was he a Freemason? I don't remember seeing it. So once again, it's just an excuse. These game developers are nothing but a bunch of cultists. That's exactly what they are. Just want to check something. Yeah, signal's fine. But again, it's clearly right there. There's no defending it. It's clearly a Freemason symbol. And yet, oh, it's acceptable now. Oh, these games are not satanic. The Illuminati doesn't exist. Again, why is there a Freemason symbol in the game when it has nothing to do with the game? Not once is Freemasonry mentioned in the entire game. I've saw the game, and it's trash. Half of the boss fights are a joke. They really are. They're just ridiculous, cheap shot garbage. Basically, a boss can hit you once, instantly dead. Garbage games. They literally are. They're trash. IGN gave this a 10 out of 10, which isn't a surprise. Now, let's get realistic. If this game did not have a Dark Souls vibe with it, would anybody care about this game? No, they wouldn't. The only reason people are giving this high reviews is because it's their little sexual fetish of, "Oh, I wanna be dominated in a game. Oh, I wanna complete I wanna complete a game on the hardest difficulty." Good for you, no one cares. If you wanna play a game on there should be a difficulty in setting in every single game. It's just a fact. Games are designed for fun, not to rage and be annoyed 24 hours a day. Those games are trash. That's why I will always call these games trash, because that's what they are. The Basically with Sekiro, even after beating the bosses, I didn't feel any enjoyment while playing that game. Even after beating the bosses, like, here we go again, another stupid overpowered boss. I just deleted it. I got tired of it. The boring games, they're not enjoyable. So how people find these games enjoyable, I don't know. Maybe there's just you sexually get off on it. I don't know. If you like these games, that's your opinion. Not saying that people can't like these games, but in my opinion, these games are trash. They really are. And like I said, it's riddled with Freemason garbage. Again, is the end of the game. Trash. What a trash. He dies. Basically, he calls him, you're just a useless puppet. That's what he says to him at the end of the game. And he dies. That's the ending. Trash. What a trash. All those boss fights, those garbage boss fights, going through all this stress just to get a garbage ending like this. Laughable. And he even has the Freemason symbol on his hand. Again, explain, fanboys. What has Freemasonry got to do with Pinocchio? Didn't explain it through the game. Didn't explain it. So why is it in the game? That's how you know it's just there to be promoted. Not once did it say, oh, we're exposing the Freemasons here. Not once did it ever say he was a Freemason through the entire game. They just decided to put it in the game just to promote it. That's how you know the game's trash. And they clearly put no effort into this game. They clearly didn't. They just stole resources from Elden Ring and Bloodborne. Like, people are like, that's the best game ever. It isn't. It's not the best game ever. These people need to grow, to wake up to reality and stop saying that these games are a masterpiece, because they're not. These games are riddled with game-breaking bugs. Elden Ring was riddled with bugs, game-breaking ones, and they continue to nerf stuff in the game. So these developers don't want you to have fun in games at all. That's why I'll never support these games, because the whole purpose of these games is not you not having fun. They don't want you to have fun. And I really think that half of these reviewers didn't even play the game. Let's be realistic, because half of these game journalists play on easy mode. So you're telling me half of these game reviewers that can't even complete certain games managed to complete this game and gave it a 10 out of 10? Yeah, I ain't buying that. Game's trash. Because let's be realistic, half of these game journalists play on easy mode. They were crying about the seafood game. Oh, it's too difficult, can't complete it. Yeah, somehow they can complete this game with no problem, and they can complete games like Sekiro. Yeah, none of them completed these games. They just probably played about 5 minutes and said, "Oh, this is a masterpiece," just so they can keep getting free copies. It's a joke. It really is. That is my problem with these games. The stupid, high, overly. It's not. Oh, it's hard. It's challenging. It's on another extreme level where it's just ridiculous. It's not. It has nothing to do with skill. It's just get lucky. That's what it was with me with Sekiro. I literally got lucky with a lot of the boss fights. After a while, the AI can either bug out or the game just decides to let you win. I just don't have the patience for these games anymore. If I die like 1,000 times, I'm just deleting the game. And you should not pay 60 for this game. Get it on game. Then again, I don't even promote the game, but don't support the company at all. Get it for free on Game Pass. It's not worth any money. It's trash. I played the demo. That was enough to know that this game was utter garbage. Couldn't even get past the first boss fight. And people will be like, oh, you're just trash at this game. You're just trash. Get good. Get good. No, the boss fight was ridiculous. The first one was. It was absolutely ridiculous. And the thing that I hate about these games, you die, you can't resume. You can't like, oh, you can just go straight to the boss fight. Sekiro was different. If you had you could put a bonfire next to a boss, so you didn't have to run the entire map just to get back to that boss fight. And you can't run past the enemies either. I've tried. I tried in the demo, and I just deleted it. If you try run past these robots, they'll gang up on you, and you'll be in one-shotted. So with this game, you literally have to kill the enemies over and over and over again, get basically ganged up upon multiple times, lose half your health before you even get to the boss fight. Then do the boss fight, you die. You've got to do it all over again. It's trash. It really is. And as far as I know, I don't know whether they respawn the bosses in this game, because I believe in Elden Ring they do. So what is the point? If these bosses just respawn after you leave the area, then what's the point of beating them? If they just can keep spawning back. Trash. Well, it needs to die out. It really does. Games like these are killing the industry. This is why you have every single developer now. They can't even be bothered to put a difficulty option. And then you have people out there that have a problem with a difficulty setting. Why? Why do you have a problem with a difficulty setting? There should be. I'm not saying there should be an easy mode for this game. Obviously not. Just give a basic difficulty, a normal mode that's still challenging, but isn't ridiculous like this game. Then nobody can whinge then. And anyway, why are people bothered anyway? That seems to be a thing in the gaming industry now. Oh, you're playing a game on easy mode or normal mode. Who cares? If I buy a game, I'm going to play it on whatever difficulty I want. I don't care what people think. I'll play it on whatever difficulty I want. I paid for the game. I paid it to enjoy it. But that's the problem in the gaming industry now. Just get good. No. If the game ain't fun, I ain't buying it. Trash. That's why it's on Game Pass. Because they know this game ain't gonna sell. It's gonna flop. Nobody cares. People are getting sick and tired of these Elden Ring clones. People have had enough. Why do you think people cry so much about difficulty in a game? Because again, a game is supposed to be fun, not like these. And I could probably beat both some of these boss fights. I probably could. I just can't be bothered. I really can't be bothered. I got. So it's not about skill. I've got the skill. I got so far in Sekiro, all the way up to that guy that's in the temple, like I said, that has the massive long spear that is in the knight armor, and then there's that other idiot that has three like guards guarding him. and then he's in that temple place where the monkeys are. That guy, he just one-shots you. So not only do you have to take care of the three enemies, then he can just one-shot you and you're instantly dead. The trash games, it's not about skill. It's about garbage design. That's literally what it is, and it's overrated trash. And there is people out there that are still playing Elden Ring still to this day that haven't even completed it. Like there's nonsense out there saying, "Oh, people completed Elden Ring with their toes." Sure they have. Sure they have. Really believe that one? It's just garbage. Like anybody can complete Elden Ring with the feet. Get realistic. It's just garbage. Probably using mods, or most likely it's clickbait. Because, yeah, somebody can really legitly complete the game in a legit way with just their feet. Yeah, sure they can. Garbage. And then again, right there, the Freemason symbol again. Trash. So he has it there, he has it on the jacket, Pinocchio has it, it's in the upgrading menu. Not once has it explained why it's in the game. Not once. So I guess they just put it in the game to promote the Freemasons. Now it explains a lot why Elden Ring and all these games were created. Because again, the Illuminati get off on annoying people. Chaos, got getting people fighting against one another. So it's very clear who creates these games. A bunch of occultists. It's very obvious because if you examine a lot of these From Software games, they're always full of occult symbolism, all of them are. And there's no story in these games, none at all. It's just literally, you could basically say it's just a dying simulator. That's all it really is. I'm going to be realistic. So all these games are dying simulators. It really is. It's all it is. Dying simulators. Now, if this game had a difficulty option, that's how you know if it's a skill issue. If this had like a normal mode, hard mode, and then an easy mode, and if you still couldn't beat the boss on easy mode, then yes, it's a skill issue. But this only has one difficulty mode, which is called "We Don't Care About People's Fun." We're just gonna make another garbage clone game, just like Wool, and that game didn't sell well either. That was on Game Pass. That game's trash. I'll even show you. So I'll even show you, and as you can clearly see, this is what's in the game. The Freemason Masonic Lodge. This is a symbol that I'm bringing up. Square and compass, right there. Square and compass, Masonic Lodge. This is the Masonic Lodge. We can look up the Freemason Lodge. So again, there's no excuse. Freemason lodges. And these people worship the devil. That's just a fact. Freemason lodges, as you can see, all over the world, secret societies, the Illuminati. What does any of this have to do? There's no part in the game where Pinocchio goes inside a Freemason lodge or becomes a Freemason. Nowhere is that in the game. So again, it's just an excuse to put it in the game. There's no justifying it. There's no defending it. That's like putting a pentagram. Imagine if he had a pentagram on his bag. I mean, then again, people would defend it, but these symbols mean what they mean. They're a secret society. So Pinocchio, and even if you look at the hotel that he's in, it looks like a Freemason lodge. It really does. It looks like a Freemason-like council. Anyone that's seen the gameplay, I'm not going to show it because I can't be bothered. the game's trash. But this is exactly what Pinocchio is promoting. Freemasons, which are a cult. That's exactly what they are, that worship Satan. That's who they worship. They've openly admitted it. The Scottish Rite. They admit all their basically agendas online. They really do. So we'll look up Woo Long. So, still got to make a video about that Wolfenstein. So, I think it was Woo Long Game Pass. This game, trash. Utter trash. Was on Game Pass for a reason, because nobody cared about it. Didn't sell well. Because it's trash. This game is a joke as well. It was broken at launch. There was frame rate drops. I saw gameplay of it, a streamer streaming it, and the frame rate was a joke. In combat, it would drop to about 20 frames or lower than that. So there's a reason they put it on Game Pass, because the game's trash. And this game's even more ridiculous. Basically, you fail once, oh, it doesn't tell you anything of what you're supposed to do. There's no tutorial, none. Oh, just get in the fight and figure it out yourself. That's what most of these games are. They don't give you a tutorial or anything. They just say, oh, figure it out yourself. Trash games. And these games need to stop and be called out. All of them are trash. Wulong, trash. Demon Souls, trash. Elden Ring, trash. Sekiro, trash. Liza P, trash. Neo 2, trash. Those games are garbage. Literal garbage. Every single Bloodborne, even Bloodborne as well. I haven't played it, but it's the same as these games, so that gets considered trash. Any game that is like these is instant trash. They're not good games. They never will be. A hard difficulty does not make a game great. It really doesn't. Just because I've mentioned many times now, just because you like hard games does not mean it's a good game. It's stupid. You can put the most hardest difficulty in a trash game. Doesn't mean it's good. Take away the difficulty. Let's see how good these games are. Let's see how good they get reviewed. That's what it is. It's no doubt it is a fetish. It's a fetish for hard difficulty. It literally is a fetish. Because there's games just like these that don't have a hard difficulty that get bad reviews. Why? It's the exact same game. Oh, that's right, because it's a difficulty fetish. Oh yes, I completed it on the hardest difficulty. I'm an alpha male. I'm a chod. Laughable. The games are garbage. Sick and tired of these garbage games. Make me sick. Really do. Wulong garbage game makes me sick. Neo straight trash. Couldn't even beat the first damn boss fight. Literally, soon as you start that game up, boss fight. Literally, boss fight. Doesn't tell you any of the mechanics. Just boss fight. Figure it out yourself. And you have to grind in that game as well. So the first boss fight you come across, you can't beat. You're going to get destroyed instantly because you have to grind. Doesn't tell you any of the mechanics. Just the same as Dark Souls. Doesn't tell you any of the mechanics. You just die instantly. Elden Ring, same. Trash. And yet somehow it's justified with these garbage games because of these fanboys. Again, garbage game. 9 out of 10 on Steam, 8 out of 10 from IGN. Yet again, these clowns give games that are actually good sevens, sixes, fives, yet give this garbage 10 out of 10. I tried to give this game a shot. I played the demo. I tried to give it a shot. But no, the game's garbage. It really is. As you can see, it's a Souls-like video game developed by NeoWiz. Yeah, because they can't get their own thing, can they? They have to copy. They literally have to copy. Funny, isn't it? Oh, it's a role-playing. How is it a role-playing game? You don't role-play in Demon Souls. Trash. But again, what they should have done is made this Game Pass exclusive. Keep that trash on Xbox. Keep trash like this should stay on Xbox because Xbox is trash. So it's perfect for Xbox. Nothing good comes from Xbox. Starfield flopped. Broken mess. This garbage. It really is. It's just laughable. It really is at this point that these games continuously keep getting shilled. And yet they're full. Nobody ever exposes the Freemason symbolism, the occult symbolism that are in these games. Just gets shilled and defended. Joke. I mean, it really is. So yeah, I made a video about it. The link's in the description. It's literally in the description now. Let's continue. So that's the ending. This. Then this. Freemason logo right there. Right there. This is when they were promoting it. So again, I mean, look at him as well. It's just laughable. It really is. It's like you're playing as a damn 12-year-old in the game. Again, this is the collector's edition. Even has the Freemason symbol right there. So once again, the sign of Freemasonry. Trash. Right there. Then again. And then look at it. You look like he literally looks like a girl. 2 looks like a beta male, the definition of a beta male. 3, he looks like a child. So literally in this game, you're just playing as a child or some Justin Bieber wannabe. Laughable. Very, very laughable. Trash game. All I see when I look at this character is a beta male. That's all I see. Because again, we all know that agenda, that they don't want masculine men. We already know that. So yeah, this game's trash. It's just a fact. There's no defending it. The game's riddled with symbolism. You have people shilling this game on a daily basis. I hope this game has bad. Then again, it's not going to get bad reviews, is it? Because of these shills. Because Elden Ring, even though, and you look at Elden Ring, people return that game. Because again, the people with actual brain cells don't like these games. They really don't. I don't like any of these games. They're boring. Oh, just do the same thing over and over and over and over through the entire game. It's overrated. And these developers can't make games anymore. They can't come up with their own ideas anymore. Let's just copy the Dark Souls formula because, yeah, because they're just desperate. These Dark Souls fanboys are just desperate. They keep saying, "Oh, I can't wait. Just release Bloodborne on PS5 at 60 frames. I'll happily pay $70. The game's garbage. You, nobody can tell me otherwise. They're literally just a copy and paste. Every single game is the same. Every single one. Bloodborne, same as Demon Souls. Dark Souls 1, 2, 3. Demon Souls, Elden Ring. They're all the same game. Every single one is the same garbage over and over again. There's nothing different. The only thing that's different is, wow, the boss fights. But in Elden Ring, the boss fights become even more ridiculous. Enemies can just one-shot you. So tell me, do these developers really want you to have fun in these games? Clearly they don't. I can even show you the amount of things that have been nerfed. Elden Ring all games nerfed. So yeah, you tell me that this game is about fun. They nerfed everything. Elden Ring 8 nerf weapons, spell, and Ashes of War that used to be awesome. Rivers of Blood, over 8 weapons they nerfed that probably gave you advantage to actually beat bosses in the game and have fun. We can't have that now. We're Bandai Nam. I think that's who created it. Bandai Namco, or however it's pronounced. None of these game developers want you to have fun in games. It's very clear. If they wanted you to have fun in games, they would not nerf these weapons. This is not an online game. It is an offline game. You can play this game offline without any patches. So the only way to enjoy this game is not install any other patches. Disconnect from the internet, because they're basically saying, we don't want you to have fun in games. And this is why I call these trash games out, because they're garbage. They're garbage games that are not fun. That's my problem with these games. They're not fun. There is nothing fun about dying over 1,000 times. It's not fun. It's boring and it's trash. But again, it is a fetish. It's very clear. It is a fetish. You cannot sit there, and yet they call game. This is what's laughable as well. They'll call games that have uh, overly difficult, like there's even people crying about RE3 remake Nemesis on, I think it was Inferno, or I think it was one of them was highest difficulties. They were complaining, "Oh, this game, this last boss is broken on this difficulty." Yeah, so is Elden Ring. But somehow, when other companies do it, let's all cry about it. But let's never say anything about these games because, oh, that's part of the experience. So is the difficulty setting in other games. They're just hypocrites. It's just fanboyism. That's all it is. Trash, nerf everything. Basically, nerf everything in the game so you can't have fun. And yet, garbage, utter garbage. So you can just look up the lists. They've nerfed everything. They nerf magic because they know magic. That is the only way to have fun in Elden Ring. Use the magic build. You're not gonna have fun any other way. Use a sword. Good luck with the game. You're gonna be raging 24 hours a day. Magic was overpowered. Totally nerfed it. So again, it's just a joke. Just a joke, man. It really is. And yeah, I saw that video as well. And that's what I was mentioning. Even with Elden Ring, you can, if you have the disc, that's why disc gaming is better. You can play Elden Ring offline and you'll have more fun. You'll have more fun with that game because they haven't patched anything. So yeah, clearly it proves that these developers don't want you to have fun at all. They really don't. If you like the games, that's your opinion. As I said, I'm not saying people can't like these games, but I'm just tired of seeing these non-stop games. This game could have been a great game. It could have been an interesting game, but they have to inject this stupid Demon Souls Elden Ring clone light difficulty that needs to stop. Not everybody wants to play Demon Souls Elden Ring. We can even show you that these games don't sell well anymore. Demon Souls flopped. This game flopped. Just because it got a 9 out of 10. These games don't sell a lot. 1.4 million copies. Joke. Only 1.4 million people in the entire world bought this game. This shows these it's a small minority that likes these games, yet they keep catering towards them. Trash. Now Elden Ring, I don't know. I'm not gonna buy it. No chance. Elden Ring may be easier, but I'm not paying for it. Maybe if the game ever becomes free, I'll give it a shot. Till then, I'm not paying for it. Kiss my ass. So Elden, 'cause these games are a rip-off. They really are. Now, I believe this sold more because, again, but it doesn't count people returning the game. Much did it sell? So yeah, 20 million units. This sold more because people didn't know what it was about before it came out. So this sold 20 million. But again, 20 million. Half of these were probably returned. Let's be realistic. I don't know if Elden Ring is easier. It probably isn't. Probably the same garbage. From what I've seen, it's just the same garbage as half of the other games. Now, here's another game that literally flopped. And yet, PlayStation fanboys say this game was awesome. Look how much it sold. It flopped. No one cares about these games. No one cares. It's just a small minority. This game is trash. A roguelite game, PlayStation exclusive, then it came to PC. The game was broken at launch. Basically, with these games are for people that have no life. Because with these roguelite games, now there's a roguelite game out there, but the game's trash. Crime Boss Rocky City. The difference between that game is if you close the app, you can continue your progress. This game, you couldn't. You can't continue to progress. So you're literally going to waste 3 hours of your life. Literally 3 hours of your life. You close the app. Guess what? Start the game from the beginning. That's why it flopped. People are sick of it. They're sick of garbage games like this. How is that fun? How is that honestly fun? And this game's gone on sale multiple times because it's like, I think like £30 now. That's how much it is for me. And I'm still not going to buy it because the game's trash. It flopped for a reason. And hopefully they don't make a game ever again. Because these developers should learn that not everybody wants to play a rogue-like difficulty game? I'm not a casual gamer either. I can I've completed games on the hardest difficulty, but these games were actually balanced, not like these games. This is not hard difficulty. This is just called we this is the difficulty just to annoy you. There's a difference between a challenging game and a challenge in a game, and it's pure stupid. There really is. And that's why I hate these games and always will. So nobody cares about these games. No one cares. So they should just stop creating this formula. And I believe there's even more of these coming out. They just need to give it a rest now at this point. Just put that side of the gate, that gaming community, and cut it away from the other part of the gaming community at this point. Because not everyone is a hardcore gamer that has no life. People want to have fun in the game, not rage. And as I said, if I want to play a game on a certain difficulty, I'm gonna do it. I paid for the game. Do what I want with it. Tired of these people who, oh, you play games on easy mode, you play it on this. I play for the game. I'll do what I want with it. Seems to be this thing in today. People have got a problem with what difficulty you play on. Oh, you're not playing the way that we want it to play, so therefore you're a fake gamer. You're trash. Joke. But a lot of the games are full of occult symbolism anyway, so they charge you 100 for a game, then you have to pay extra for perks like COD and FIFA. Exactly. Trash. And with Call of Duty, you don't know really what you expect with those games. Those games have been trash since they started going with what was the last one? I haven't played a Call of Duty game since Black Ops 3. So, but I know after Black Ops 3, the franchise just became trash. It literally did just become trash. Now it's woke, full of garbage. I played Elden Ring on Game Pass 1 and didn't rate it. I don't mind repetitive games if the story is good, but the storylines are rubbish. Well, again, none of these games have a story, to be honest. None of them do. That's the whole point of making. If you take away the difficulty, the game shows its flaws. That's what I reckon. That's why they do it. Because if you take away the difficulty, people are gonna fly through this game and see what trash it really is. So that difficulty basically makes it feel like, oh, I've been playing this game for 50 hours or something. This game is so great. When in reality, the game's trash. And it makes no damn sense as well that if you jump to a ledge on a horse, you instantly die. It makes no sense with any of these games. None of it does. I believe even if you step in water, you die. How does that make any sense? It's just ridiculous. Even at the beginning of Elden Ring, you have a boss that just attacks you for no reason. And you're supposed to just get good. Trash. And I didn't even know it was on Game Pass. What said keep these games on Game Pass. Really should. They should just keep them on Game Pass and leave them on there. But it is a proven fact, though, with these games that if you want to find out the story, you have to read like these pieces of paper around the world. So not only, you see, if you want to know about the story, you most likely, by the time you pick the piece of paper up, you're going to get ganged and killed by a bunch of enemies. because you can't pause the game. That's another thing. You can't even pause the game. So it's clear that these games are for people that have no life. So literally, if you need the bathroom or whatever, you can't. You're literally gonna have to run across the map because even just standing still, an enemy will gang up on come out of nowhere, kill you. I've seen it happen to streamers. I've seen them go on break or whatever. They come back, they're instantly dead. So you can't pause these games. Trash. Another one that's garbage. I think Raymond of Ashes. That was garbage. That game was literal garbage. People are like, oh, that game had a difficulty setting. No, it didn't. Not when I played it. And I didn't buy it. I got it free on PlayStation Plus. You get ambushed in that game. The enemies are ridiculous. You shoot them in the head like 5 times. They're still alive. It's just a joke. It really is. But as I said, you have people out there defending this. Oh, you're just a casual gamer. You're a fake gamer. Get good. These are the people that are a problem in the gaming industry. They really are a problem. If somebody wants to play a game on casual mode, easy mode, they should have the right to. They pay for the product. You shouldn't be crying about what difficulty people choose. They bought the product, they can do whatever they want with it. But that's the mentality with these elitist games, and it's mostly these PC elitists that say that mentality, oh, just get good. Yeah, I've literally seen streamers that say that, yet got literally destroyed in Sekiro. Absolutely laughable. So these people that say get good can't even beat that game. That just shows, and when you use that get good mentality against them, they don't like it. And that game was one of the worst games that I ever played. I'm not even joking. That game is just parry, 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 parry. Wait hours upon hours just to get a attack on an enemy. It's pathetic. One of the bosses in that game, you literally have to use somebody as a diversion, and if he dies too early, it's over. That guy that looks like a sumo wrestler, you literally have to use the AI as a distraction and then just run in and stab him to death. Pathetic. And then you add the ball that just charges at you. You literally have to be fast enough. You have to dodge out the way. So I have completed some bosses in these games, but I just can't be bothered with it. It's a waste of time. If I'm not having fun in a game, doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Because again, I get nothing from completing these bosses. I get no joy. It's like, yeah, finally it's over. And then 5 minutes later, another boss. It's a joke. They're not fun games. They really aren't. They do not give me any form of fun. They just annoy me. And let's not forget about that enemy in Sekiro, that snake that can just instant kill you anytime it feels like it. So I'm a casual gamer, so entertainment is why I play. I don't want to live in my computer. I'm a console gamer myself. I'm a console gamer. I ain't got a PC. I used to have a PC that was kind of powerful enough to run games, but you can get more value with if you look at most PC, most of the ports are broken. A lot of them are. A lot of the ports on PC are beyond broken. That's just a fact. And unless you got a 4090, like with Starfield, unless you got a 4090, good luck. Good luck running that game smoothly. It's not gonna happen. It really isn't gonna happen. You're not gonna have fun with that game unless you got 4090. So PC gaming is a scam. Unless you got some really, really high-end PC, you're barely gonna be able to run any games. That's why I stick with console. Also, PC, you have to mess around with the settings if there's a problem, trying to figure out what the problem is. Console, you just put the disc in, or you just download the game, you can play it, no problems. PC, you gotta set everything up, you gotta change the settings. It's just a waste of time. That's just my opinion. I don't like PC gaming. I'm not gonna spend like 10K on a PC just to play one game. It's stupid. When I say casual, I mean a part-time gamer on Xbox. I'm from unfamiliar with the gaming terminology. Well, casual gamer means someone that likes plays on easy mode and that. That's usually what or normal mode. That's what casual gaming means. And there's a lot of people that are Elden Ring fanboys that have a problem with casual gamers, which just proves these people are just idiots. Which, as I said, if people like this game, that's perfectly fine. If you like Elden Ring, Demon Souls, that's your choice. That's your opinion. But my opinion, I'm never going to like these games. Never. And that's my opinion. You want to get mad about that? Get mad about it. My opinion's never going to change. It's as simple as that. Until they start making games that are fun, that's when my opinion will change. Because I did give this game a shot. As I said, I gave the game a shot. I played it while doing a video. Don't know whether it captured the audio, but can even get past the first boss fight. Literally couldn't. The enemies are easy. I'll even show you the enemies are easy. They really are. The robots ain't the problem. Lies a P. These enemies are so easy. It's the boss fights that are ridiculous. So these guys are easy. This guy is unbelievably a joke. But this is the second boss fight. I didn't even get to it. We'll show you the first boss fight. This guy, unbelievably a joke. He just bombards you over and over and over and over again. I died to this guy multiple times, barely did any damage. Because it's one of those stupid games where you have to parry perfectly. It's not, oh, just parry, block. You've got to specifically time it. That's a trash game design. That if you don't time it just right, it was the same crap with Sekiro. So it's clear that this game is just a Sekiro ripoff, and that game was garbage. Barely anyone completed that game, let's be realistic. Barely anyone completed it because it was that garbage. You even had bosses in that game that were like 3 phases. I'm not even joking. 3 phases, and if you died in any of them, right back to the beginning you went. It's the same with Elden Ring as well. So yeah, the boss fight, the first boss fight was a joke. I gave it a shot, so nobody can say to me, "Oh, you just suck at games." I gave it multiple tries. I tried every single class, tried to beat it in multiple ways, dodging, blocking, countering, didn't do anything. He still destroyed me. I couldn't be bothered with it. If I have to study my entire life just to have fun in a game, it's trash. And I shouldn't have to look up a guide either how to defeat a boss. I should be able to figure it out. But no. That's all you're gonna be doing with Elden Ring in these games is looking up a guide how to beat bosses, because that's how stupid they are. So even it's just a clone as well. It even has summons. This game is just a rip off of Elden Ring. It really is. You even have summons in the game. It's laughable. Get your own damn thing. I mean, seriously, these companies need to create their own games and stop stealing from other companies. Because every single game that's been made by that wants to be Dark Souls and Demon Souls has failed miserably. They really have. At least with Demon Souls and Dark Souls and Sekiro and Elden Ring, you've at least got a chance against the boss. This, it's just parry, block, over and over again. It's boring. That's all you're going to be doing all the way through this game. And then you have at the beginning, you have these enemies that just gang up on you. And then there's one guy that literally really did my head in. He literally just has this attack. This guy was annoying as well. This guy was just a joke. So that's how I knew this game was just a joke. This guy literally just swings at you and he can just one shot you. 1 minute you'll dodge, you block. So I did defeat this guy, but I couldn't defeat the boss. That was it. Yeah, trash. Garbage game. And the heavy sword is literally a useless class against this guy. Because by the time you swung, you're dead. So why they even bothered with that class, I don't know. Because it wasn't that useful in Bloodborne either. By the time you swung, you're dead. Because this guy has got a lot of speed. And if you're not careful, he'll basically just swing like 4 hits at you and you're dead. And there's nothing you can do about it. So these games are just boring. Literal boring. It's not about skill. I could probably beat these bosses, but I just can't be bothered. I just really can't be bothered with it. I've got better things to do. So yeah, just wanted to make this video because this is how I really feel about this franchise. It's how I really feel. The trash. The games are garbage and they're a waste of money. If you're interested in this game, as I said, I don't promote the game. Don't pay for it. Get it on Game Pass for free, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So then, if you regret it, at least you haven't paid for it. Because this game is full price, 60 for this trash. And it's only 12 hours. That's how long this game is, 12 hours. So it's not as long as Elden Ring. It's not as long as Bloodborne. It's only 12 hours. There's a playthrough, you can go look it up. 12 hours it will take you to complete this game. What a joke. No side quest, nothing. Just the main garbage story that stinks. You can just look at how long is, because The playthrough that I saw was like 12 hours. See, they say it's about 30 to 60 hours. Garbage. It isn't. So the Liza P demo is around 4 hours but offers unlimited play. And I don't even think I think that demo doesn't even work anymore. As far as I know. Because I did download it. Most likely they've made it unavailable. Probably have. There it is. Well, it's still available. What a shock. What a shock. I played about 2 hours of it. That's how far I got now. And then I gave up. I got sick of it. So they say it's about 30 to 40 hours playing through the main story. Yeah, I saw one guy complete it in 12 hours. So you can complete this game in 12 hours. The only way it's going to take you 30 hours if you die multiple times. So yeah, I've made me point now. I'd love to see what excuse people have to make up to defend this game. Because the Freemason symbolism was in the thumbnail. That's exactly what's in the game. So yeah, I'd love to see what excuse people have to make up. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. And the VMA's video, the research is almost done. And it, as I said, it's going to be on BitChute. Because I'm going to be mentioning stuff that other people haven't mentioned. Just like always. Because nobody else is going to mention it, are they? So yeah, it will just be when I decide to make the video. I'll see you in the next live stream. Later.